I hope you like your leeks, because we do. We like to grow our leeks. Normally I grow them from seed, and then when they get like this I'll then plant them on. But this time we bought them because we had nowhere to actually, well, sow them on over the winter because the greenhouse doors aren't on yet. No, polytunnel, sorry, polytunnel doors aren't on yet. So we've got our leeks, and they're like little sets, they are. So we're going to plant them into this piece of ground here, and I'm going to show you how we do them. It is just so simple. But what you do need is a dibber. And here's what I made earlier. Yeah, this is my dibber. I made it a few years ago now. So this is a dibber. Alright, so basically it makes a hole in the ground. And I just use some square oak timber. It's been left outside, so it's a bit sort of like, yeah, I ordered it the other day. And it's still solid, you know, the handle's still solid. So we're going to use that. But if you haven't got a dibber, but you've got a broken, well, fork or a spade or something, you've got the handle kicking about, you can make a dibber out of one of these handles, you see. Yeah? So it's got a handle, and if it snaps off down the bottom there, you know, carve it into a point, and then you've got a dibber. Yeah, got to have a dibber, haven't you? You need a dibber if you're going to do your leeks, ideally. Yes, you can trench it and lay them in a trench and do it that way if you want, but this is just so easy. You don't even have to even fill them in. No. So what we'll do is we'll get down here, because we've got our piece of board, and I'm going to be planting them around 6 inches apart, 150mm apart, and I've got this board down here, laying down there, and that's what I'm going to use so I get them straight. And I'm not going to plant single rows, I'm going to plant a double row, so either side of my board. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get down here and I'll put the camera over here so you can see what I'm up to. Hopefully you won't have to suffer too much of my fat belly. There we go. Right, so there's our board here. Oh, there we go. There, you lost you. There you go. How's that? That's good. So that's our board that we're going to be using to, well, allow us our position, so we make sure we get them in a fairly straight line. So let's bring the soil either side. We've already got things planted that's sowed in here. We've got potatoes on that side as well. Now we won't be planting any beans here because they won't like it. Not if we're putting leeks in or any allium crops or allium type crops. So anyway, all I'm going to do is get my dibber, like that one there, okay, and we're going to make a hole. And I'm going to make a hole about 8 inches, about 200mm, 250mm deep. Yes, they've got to be deep. It's crazy, isn't it, how deep you've got to go. So I'll push it right down, and now I've got my hole, alright? Compressed on all the sides, I'll see a nice deep hole in, and then I'll grab one of my leek plants, which I actually bought them this time, like I said, I didn't do my seed, and you just drop them into the bottom of the hole, like so. Right, don't bother trying to fill them in, no need. And we'll do another one about there. Push it down, I'm doing that, so about around 5-6 inches, so about 150mm apart, and around 200mm millimeters deep. So if it caves in, just put your dibber back in again, and then you plant the next one in. Alright, so you do your whole row like that, all the way along, okay, and like I say, you don't backfill these, there's no need. No need at all. So do another one, like so. You use a handle if you like for spacing. So yeah, if I say that's about 4.5 inches, about 120mm, 110mm, 112mm, and a little bit either end, that gives you about right then, you see. And yeah, as long as you're somewhere in there. Don't go too close because they won't grow so big. Just push that down, like so. Nice deep hole. Grab your leek and shove it in the hole. No need to backfill. But what you do, see, once you've done a few, you've done your row, grab your watering can. There's one I found earlier, and then just literally water them. Literally fill them up with water, like that. And a certain amount of soil will land on the roots, and the water will soak in around them, and gives them a good start. You do that all the way along on either side. So, like for instance, here. Where's my dibber gone? I lost my dibber. Who stole my dibber? Oh, here it is. Someone stole my dibber. And I do this exactly the same on the opposite side. I don't stagger them, because I might want to weed. I might want to put a hoe through the middle between them, and if I stagger them, I won't be able to do that. So I'll just shove the next in there, like so. So I'm doing double rows. Like that. Something about food, you know, it's quite handy stuff because you can eat it. Can't beat food that you can eat, and also, at least you know it's healthy. So I'm doing it on both sides like that, and then with a nice double row of leeks. Down it goes. Do you know what I might make? I might make a metal dibber actually, one you put your foot on, so you use your weight. For this job, it might be quite good actually, wouldn't it? You know, weld one up over a piece of old piece of iron, and that one over here. Like so. Like I say, I didn't sow these. If I sow them, I'll do them as early as I possibly can in the year, undercover, to get them going. Make sure your roots. Oh, my hole caved in. There it goes. Right, I tend to blanch my leeks a little bit. I put back with soil as they grow. But you have to make sure you obviously wash them properly after when you eat them, because they're gritting in between the leaves of the leek. Bit of water in there. In there. That's it. Simple as that. That's how you can grow your leeks. Well, that's at least how I do it anyway. I think that's right. So I get our leeks in the ground that way, and I'll do it on both sides of this piece of timber all the way along, and move the piece of timber, and then I'm going to do the same over there if I've got enough. And yeah, it's easy, isn't it? Why on earth don't people grow food? Stop going down the old Tesco's and Asda and places like that. Start growing your own food. At least it isn't full of toxins. At least it isn't packaged in PFA chemicals. At least you're not using excessive amounts of CO2 gas and a whole load of with little plastic trays. Grow your own food, and you'll thank me. You will. You might not actually. You might think, oh my god, this is like hard work. But there you go. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs, can you? No. So it's time for me to go. So I'm going to say, have a lovely day. Ta-ta.